Welcome to the Score Show. We did have a big week with big results and big tournaments. This week in 72 hours, CCC 12, while we did have quite a few games being played out in the other tournaments. I do want to start off with the CivFR Squadrons. We did have the playoffs already started on their side, and we're going to see the up and down also, the movement between the divisions soon. Taking a look at Division 1 from CivFR Squadrons, we did have Last Day Company playing against D-Sharks in the first playoff phase, while by the looks of it, they did manage to win with a scientific victory at 125 on the Pangea Standard Ridges map. That was the first game, and it was amazing. On the second one, we did have Last Day Company managing to tie this series with 88 concede vote from the D-Sharks on the Rich Highlands map, and we do need to see the third game, which is going to be played out. Guess what? Tonight. We're gonna see it a little bit later. I do want to move towards Division 2 because in the score screen we didn't have anything, but I do want to mention something. Actually, looking at the score screens, I did actually take notice that Ulysses tied with Freditos de la Vega on 9-3 in their first division, and my question is, will they need to play a tiebreaker or not? I didn't see an announcement particularly to this in their organization, so I'm waiting to see more information, hear more information from them. Looking at Division Second, with the second division, we need to take a look if any game was played after the 1st of April, and it looks like yes, we do have actually two games, Golden Age versus Le Sumer 1.0, with Golden Age managing to win a turn 116 on the Rich Highlands map. It also looks like it was a lose for both equipes. They didn't actually manage to get the game scheduled for 2 weeks. 3 weeks, 3 weeks, they didn't get the game scheduled. I mean, it makes sense they actually did get this. It is what it is. Looking at the final score screen from Division 2, we do need to move here and taking a look here. Golden Age still retains his first spot with 10 wins and 2 losses. We do have Les Sumer 1.0 with 7 wins and 5 losses. Looking for D-Shark is going to be 6-5. Lucky Nuke on 5-7, tied with Anywhere Out of the World on 5-7, while Rooftones de la Vega just acquired another loss on their side with 4-7. La Confiture coming up last over there with 4-8. I believe they did actually play all of their matches, or do we have Lucky Nuke with anywhere out of the world that still needs to play? Anyway, we're going to need to take a look next week, and of course we're going to need to see the up and down over here. Golden Age will have the opportunity to go in Division 1, and we definitely need to check out what they're gonna do there. Now, moving forward towards the third division, we do have on the 1st of April Ornithorynx Academy playing against Le Petit Pot de Loup, and I do see that Ornithorynx Academy did manage to win this at turn 97 on the Rich Highlands map. On the second game played here, R2D2 lost against the Religious Mongers at turn 80 on the 7 Seas map, and I do want to move here and see what did happen. So Singe and Rajet are still on their first place there with 11 wins and 1 loss. We do have Boomer APMs with 8-4, Religious Mongers with 6-6, Ornithorynx Academy with 5-7, R2D2 with 5-7, Le Petit Pot de Loup with 4-8, PCS 2.0 coming up last year with 3-9. I believe they did actually retreat from a tournament, so it is not surprising that they have so many losses. Looking at Division 4 actually, sorry. We didn't have any games played in the last week. Of course, since we're going into the playoff phase, there is a little bit of a slowdown, and other tournaments are starting to catch up, not to mention, or ramp up, I would say. Not to mention, we do have soon the CWC started. Looking at this, Division 5, we only had Les Perluettes Poliorcet going against Kerry IPO TDR, and we did see this game, amazing game actually, Les Perluettes Poliorcet winning a turn 60 on the Pangea Standard Ridges map. And looking at the score sheet here, let's actually see the score sheet. Les Perluettes Poliorcet 10 wins and 2 losses. They did say that was their departing game over here, and so they do know if they're going to be first or they're going to need to play another game to be first here. Cercle de Colon Disparu coming up second with 9-3. Kerry Potter is 7-5. Pulsum on 6-6. Letor 2 on 6-6. Macedon La Grec on 4-8. Blue Narvals 0-12. Looking at Division 6, we do have actually two games being played. Oh, no, actually one game and one got forfeited over here. Quite a tough period, I gotta say. Baby Boomers are going against BDC, winning a turn 84 against them. And it looks like Le Flamando Sant did forfeit their game against Lenubards. Oh, no, wait, sorry. It's the other way around. Lenubards forfeited to Le Flamando Sant. It was their last game over there. Looking at the score sheet over here, we do have Le Flamando Sant being first with 10-3, Land in the Sea with 9-5, Le Catraponei de l'Apocalypse on 9-5, Baby Boomers on 86, Super Ami Ultra Competitive Eclaté on 7-7, Bissou de Chaton on 6-8, Masuman Anarchy on 6-8, and Led Nubards coming up last there with 0-13. I mean, I guess it was the last game. They just wanted to get it out of the way there. Looking at the CivCIS community, we do have them needing to check their games soon, since we did have the CCC in the last week, and I'm pretty sure it was quite intensive week for all of us. So I'm expecting them to actually get their games, finish their games this week, and we're going to need to see how the results are going to look like, and definitely we're going to catch up with the updates here, with the score sheets. I do want to quickly take a look on something that happened this weekend. We did have the CCC 12, and I promise that I'm gonna do this here on the score show, because it is much easier to actually have it concentrated in one single spot. Looking at CCC 12, we do have a weekend of 72 hours of games, of more than 44 games I think have been played during this weekend. I do see La Pegre, for example, did touch on all 44 games somehow with players. They did manage to acquire 4,010 points, slowly, gradually getting through all of these categories, the FFAs, the 4v4s, the 2v2s, the duels, and other challenges that were in the game, in the tournament, I should say. Plains is coming with a close second with 3,650. We do have Sea Dogs on 2925, D-Shark on 4th place with 2915, SUS on 2745. We do have Golden Pepper also with 2740, Gold by Wallaby 2673, Les Ortonans Roses with 2373, Zone of Control with 2280, and then Bedge, actually I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but they did not show up for a lot of their games, only 435 points acquired. Well, in the different standings we did have in the FFAs, for example, Plains did manage to acquire the most points with 1745, La Pegre is coming up second with 1635, Golden Peppers third with 1405. In the fourth standings, La Pegre did also manage did win this one with 14 and 40 points. They did manage to get the gold match, and of course it gave them quite a bit of a kick over here in their points. Sea Dogs are coming up second with 1,240 points, and Plains are going to be 1,140 on the third spot in the 4v4 standings. Moving towards the 2v2 standings, we did see La Pegre acquiring 565 points from the 2v2 games they played, and we did have also Team SAS with 460, D-Shark and Company with 455, Gold by Wallaby with 420, and the rest, of course, as you can see on the list here. I'm gonna also attach the score sheet if you want to take a look more in depth. We do have quite a few details over here for you to take a look at the matches, the scores, each and every one of those games that was played does have a report over here in this score sheet, or I should say in this OneDrive sheet that was made by Mamoleto, and I need to give him a big shout out. Thank you so much, Mamoleto, for giving us this. It's amazing. We do have in the dual standings, Plains winning this with 430 points, D-Shark and Company with 425 points, La Pegre does have 380, and I do want to also mention give a big mention over here to the top MVPers, the top players of each team. I believe they were the ones that carried this through the ages, carried this through the weekend. Hazagi on La Pegre managed to get by himself 9 games and 590 points. 9 games, 72 hours and 9 games. Golden Pepper, ex-Vapor, 6 games, 515 points. Sea Dog, Sewi, 27 with 7 games played, 483 points. We did have also Petit Pascal from the D-Sharks and Company with 445 points. Coming up really close to Dragoș from Team SAS with 400 640 points. Kyber did manage to acquire 4 team planes over here in 5 games, 360 points. Under 12 games played, 348 points. Oh my god, he played so many games. That is for Team Bedge. We did have also from Goal by Wallaby, Sivrider Zeng 3 games and did manage to acquire 338 points. Les Ortonas Roses Oransi was the MVP with 5 games played and 295 points, while Task for Fish 4 Zone of Control did manage to play 6 games and acquire 260 points. Well, I do see in the players, all player scores here, Hazagi is definitely leading the way with the most points acquired in the games, 590 points just by him. And followed up close second by Exfobor and of course Siwi. We do have them basically mirroring what's going on over here in the MVPs by the clans. So this is about it for the Score Show episode 7. I do want to point out we are in the first week of April, or we actually have watched the first week of April in terms of what did happen over there. And I do also want to point out we do have a 1v1 tournament that is starting its registration phase right now. I believe it is coordinated by Alexis Kremp, and we do want to see what's going to happen over there. It is still, I'm still waiting for more details. I'm still waiting to see, of course, how everything is going to show up, how many players are we going to have, and from what I understand, it will depend quite a bit on how the tournament will be organized according to the players participating. I also want to thank everybody for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed the show. Let's see each other in the next one, and in the meantime, have some fun with some Civilization 6 content. Bye bye bye.